gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. If you're a player who just got European War 6, or if you're a seasoned player in European War 6 and suffering with campaigns, campaigns is one of the most important aspects of this game, so you should god damn well know how to do these things. How to do a campaign. Now, the way I've learned it is the campaign is the best way, not just one of the best way, the best way to get medals. Not necessarily gold, but medals. Because if you can do a certain amount of missions with 3 stars, as you've seen, France, I've unlocked old, and you go on this little achievement thingy, and if you get 12 stars here, you get already 100 medals, and 21 you get 200, for 30 stars you get 300 medals, so that's a really good way to get medals, and that's just only France. If you look at the USA as well, very similar, very similar. Now the smaller campaigns don't really work like that. There's some small ones like Canada or the Ottomans where you don't really get those rewards, but the big campaigns, those are the ones which count. Now the way a campaign works, if you look at this, I've got some with 2 stars, 3 stars, and yeah, even I think I've even got some 1 star. Do I have 1 stars? Don't really have 1 stars, but yeah, it's very possible to have 1 stars. And the way it works is that for 1 star you only get a gold reward. For 2 stars you get a medal reward, so that's very important. 3 stars you get the tulip reward. To look at this is just to say that as long as you reach 2 stars in a campaign, it's no problem. You don't really need the tulips. For certain ones like Italy, it's not a big one. I don't have to get the medals very urgently, so no biggie. Get 2 stars and I'm fine. Now every time you start a campaign, let's go to this one, you see there's a certain amount of places on the map and there's circles. So this circle means, a red circle means it has to be achieved. If there is somewhere a green circle, that's, I don't know where there are green circles, but sometimes there are green circles on the map as well. And the red circles are winning conditions, green circles are bonuses. Don't forget to please check out my Chernobyl vlog. I put a lot of time to that. I would love to see that get at least 1,000 views. That would be really nice. Please help that. Put a lot of time in it. It would be nice if you could put some time in it, goddammit. Now before you start any campaign mission, preparation is gold. So what you want to have is a good roster of generals. I've made a ton of video on the best generals. Go check them out, especially the later ones are better than the earlier ones, obviously. Now what you should have on your best generals, for example my Carl is the absolute beast general, you need an ambulance because they heal every round, which is very important in a campaign where sometimes you have to sustain a unit or it has to regen a little bit every turn. So the other thing is, sometimes you should read the descriptions. So Metz will surrender soon. So the allies are saying that the AI always will beat Metz. So your goal is not to look at Metz because that will be beaten. What your aim in this mission will be is to take these cities here and kill these units. So there's certain stuff you don't have to really pay attention to. For example, you have 400 gold. You look how much money you have, 400 gold. It's a good amount. What you want to do now is check out your units you start with. So here you start with a good cannon. So what you're going to do is going to put a good artillery general on it. So I'm not yet going to use Napoleon. And look at all the units here. I have a lot of cavalry. I'm going to put my strongest cavalry generals here. And I'm first of all just going to spend my time taking the city. So obviously if you start, you put the best generals on the best units. Makes sense, though? So now that I've taken the city, I will look. I've got a factory here. I'll look what everything is here. So here's a stable. The city was 4 technology, so you'll be able to build a grenadier in here. And now I'm gonna use my Napoleon because I could build an artillery there. The next step is learn. Now I took the city. That's most campaigns already start with a city on your hand. The next thing is learn the route you have to go through. So for this specific mission, I would look to maybe pass some units here. Don't have to kill everyone. Maybe take this city. I mean, maybe you can drive by the city. Like I said, you don't have to care about Metz in the city, so I am going to try to just run by, basically grab the city without having to deal with a lot of losses, just drive by it. So I am basically sending my units through this corridor here. going to send them to this city, kill this guy, kill Napoleon, and then make a little U-turn here. So it's basically like this. Now if you look at my wonderful drawing skills, you can see here that I will be going this route through, not fighting this fighting the main fortress, taking this city here, then taking all the important objectives. Not worrying about anything which is not necessary. Like I said, for this example here, I would try to drive by the city. If I have artillery right around, then I can still attack some places. So I basically drive by the city now. And I can continue on my route which I was planning on doing. Just going through the south, not really fighting the main bulk of the enemies. Occasionally hitting now again, like I said, for the campaign missions, really pay attention to only kill the important units and the necessary units. So you shouldn't go and try to help here and wipe out every single unit. Here for example, there's a massive bulk of enemies. Don't care about those, just go for the city, just maybe attack some place where you are going through. Keep your cities defended with one good militia, because a good militia soldier is all you need. Now another thing is, always use your generals where they are strong. So the Wu is not especially strong anywhere, same as Lan. No, Lan is good in the plains, so you put Lan on the plains. Use the generals where they're good. Look at the descriptions, for example, Jourdan is good in mountains, so where am I going to put him? In the mountains, obviously. Moltke, which I got from the beginning, I went checked out his stats. Oh, he's good in the jungle, let's put him in the jungle. Oh, Moltke is good in attacking cities, let's attack cities. Just use units for what they're actually made for. And another good thing to do is sometimes just ignore cities in between. So I could have went now and attacked this city, taken all the cities on the way, but you lose too much time, and time is of the essence, because for 3 stars I would need 14 turns. How am I even supposed to manage this? But yeah, you should be able to do it in 14 crazy turns. Now one strategy I've learned, which is quite important, is sometimes you notice a campaign is going really bad, all units are getting... I mean, this now is not too bad yet, but it can be that sometimes the campaign goes really bad. It just happens. It happens to the best of us. So what are you gonna do? You just can start new. Sometimes it's good to learn the patterns of how the units of the enemies move, which cities are important, and how you should overall use a strategic position. And then it's no shame to start new, and with the learned patterns you can try to counter them. Now obviously also, as always, build military academies and use blasts. Blaster moving point is really useful. Like I said, the enemy should probably take out these things. Why the hell did they go neutral? So now that I can send all my units down here to the last objective, I probably even should be able to 3-star this thingy. Like I said, didn't focus on all the gigantic bulk of units here, which would just have wasted my time. I'm just defending the important cities with our militia boys, because militia milbirds are life, our love. Like I said, blasts are very useful. Don't forget to sometimes replace new militias at these important cities. Or for example here, I would lose a city, so I'm going to replace a unit. And just like that, I cruised to a very easy 3 stars. Didn't realize it would be that easy. But well, if you somehow struggle with a mission, like really bad, you can't do it, there are certain missions which are generally known to be very hard for that time. For example, in France it was European Conqueror, my freaking Italy mission, which I still can't do, and there's just lots of them. Then just go on either my Discord, ask for help, or a very good thingy is also the European warboards. There a lot of people are very helpful, and sometimes you can find guides. You just have to go on European War 6 and search for the name of your mission. For example, in Italy I would have to search for Battle of Venice. And sometimes even other YouTubers make videos about it. That also might be helpful. I hope this is useful for you guys. Please subscribe, give this video a like, always helps the channel. Anyways, have a nice day and bye!